Hi guys, I am going to go through our lesson 7.7 example number 2. If you have not watched the first video or gone through the example number 1 in the book, make sure you do that because we're going to use that when we're going through example 2 here. All right, enjoy our classroom. If you didn't watch the first video, got us back into our classroom at least for a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get going on this. What we're going to do is we are going to move myself way down there. All right. So we're going to look at this example number 2. And it's got this, we could type it into our calculator kind of problem. But this is one of those things that is really easy to mess up when you put it in your calculator, especially if you're using your phone calculator, because they get really confused about our order of operation stuff. And it's really important in these kind of questions. Or we can look at this and go, well, this looks a lot like that difference of square stuff we did in that previous example, and treat it that way. Instead of looking at this as 54 squared and 48 squared, just treat it like x and y. If I wanted to factor this and it was something like x squared minus y squared, we can look back to that pattern that we just went through in the other patterns, where we take and we kind of ignore the squares. We're going to have our two color thing. Remember this? I did this just a minute ago for me. So we're going to have our two terms, and we're kind of looking at not the squared stuff. We're going to follow the pattern. And remember, it's okay to write it down. If you have the pattern written down next to you when you're working on the homework, that's a good idea. Have it with you. So it's going to be where we take it and we're going to split it apart. We're still factoring it. If you want to do this putting in the 0 B's, that's fine. Still use your X frame, still factor by grouping, totally fine. You're going to wind up with some really wonky, really big numbers doing it this way with numbers. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our two parentheses and we're going to plug them in right there, and we're going to have one that's a plus and one that's a minus. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the blue term is going to go in the front, and the red term, whatever colors you use, or box and circle or square and triangle, whatever you want to do. But instead of doing it with x and y, we can do it with these numbers. It's the same thing. Okay, so if we did it with x and y, we can do that too. Let me grab my yellows. If we did it with the x and y, we'd put those x's in the front, and we'd put those y's in the back. We're not putting the squareds in, because we're putting the y in twice. So it's not, we don't need to put it squared, we're multiplying it out, we're unmultiplying it here. So if we do that with the numbers, we're going to put the 54 in and not the squared, just the 54. And that's going to go in the front half, the 54. And then we can do the same thing with the 48. And it's going to go in the back. Well, and now you may be going, well, why the heck did we do that? Now it looks worse. It looks harder. Now we've got order of operations. Now we have parentheses that we can deal with. So now we're going to have 54 plus 48. Okay? That's a lot easier to put into our calculator and not get it messed up. Okay? So pull out your calculator, type that in. We're going to plug that in. So we have 54 plus 48, and that's going to give us 102. So 102. And then we're going to have 54 minus 48 as our other term. So now we have 102 times 6. That's a lot easier to put in our calculator and get that right. So what we're going to wind up with is a final answer of 612. And yeah, this looks like a whole lot more work than being super careful and typing things in correctly. But it's what we have. All right, so we're going to follow our pattern, break it apart, and use the pattern that we found in the first one. Okay? So that's all of it for 7.7. So this is when I just bring up my reminder stuff. So be safe and take care of yourself, take care of your family, do what you guys need to do, help each other out. Remember to be patient with your grown-ups This is a hard time for them too, and they're still figuring everything out. All right, so this week our assignments are 7.7 and 7.8. So this video and the one before were 7.7. I will post more videos for 7.8. They're all going to go up on my YouTube channel, so you might, like, subscribe, whatever other thingies are, and you'll get notifications when I put new videos up. Email me, please email me if you have questions. I am at my computer every day, 10:30 to 11:30 and 1:30 to 2:30. Every single day I am here and I will answer you. We could set up a Zoom call, whatever you need to do. All right. If you're stuck on a particular problem, either send me a picture, send me a video, tell me exactly which problem it is. Send me pictures. I don't care. I do not care what's in the background. Show me what you got and I'll help you through. I'm here if you need anything, not just math. All right. If you need food, if you want to talk to a counselor, if there's something I can do to help, okay, let me know. I'm here for you guys. All right. So please, please, please let me know if you need anything. I miss you guys. Let's see. I miss you guys, and I will see you again. I promise.